Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Proving Grounds. So today, we finished up Octolad 2 last Friday. So that means new viewer choice. So winning by 1 vote was Max Xeno. So this apparently has a we done version called We Born, I believe. And that's about the only actual content I've really seen of these two games, is some comparison, like, screenshots that Pad sent me, like, a long time ago when he first started voting for this game. Other than that, I have not seen, like, anything of this. Now, I'm a little familiar with previous Middle Max games. I have, like, the PS2 one. They're, like, weird, like, post-apocalyptic wasteland RPGs and that, so, but I don't really know anything, like, other than those few screenshots that Pad showed comparing the two. I remember we both looked quite awful looking, aesthetically at least. I don't know about the gameplay differences. I don't even know if this is like turn-based strategy. The Twitch thing actually lists it as a strategy game. Let me take a look at that again. Twitch lists it as RPG strategy. Eventual game. I hate Twitch tags. They always seem like so inaccurate. So we'll see what kind of stuff's in this. So right now the audio I tested on this main menu here, and it's pretty light piano-ish music. So we'll probably have to try some other adjustments. But for now, this is what we're gonna start with. So again, as per usual, you know, if it sounds too loud or too low, feel free to let me know ASAP, and we will adjust that. But until then, I will try to look for some more, what's going to be probably more normal audio level. So, also, it's also note, Kata, I don't ever know how to pronounce the fucking name without hearing someone else say it. Kadawada was the company that bought FromSoft. So, that's interesting to note too. So, go ahead and start a new game. We'll see what kind of shenanigans go on. Desert. And I don't know if this has voice acting either. In the mid-20th century, all human civilization was destroyed by the legendary Great Annihilation known as the NOA. Nightmarish monsters created by spawning there. Whoa, this is going a little too fast here. Trace the wounds swallowed by sand, trapped in the hourglass, counting down to oblivion. A-pad. Let me know what the audio levels sound like, by the way. I didn't actually boot up the game, I just used the title screen, so... It was light piano music, so I don't think it's going to be very accurate. What's up with this single? Decades later, the same humans that once exterminated nature in the name of greed, disguised as progress, now singles. Humanity's endangered. The irony. Why is it like a weird glowing cube? Sounds good so far? Good. The singing, for me, sounds really low, though. But I can adjust that on my end with my TV. Not that I could understand the single. What the hell is that? It's a lost page of a manga. That flying airship. What?
初めてこの場所を訪れる方のためにこの歓迎ホログラムが用意されています。
Wait, we got AI waifus.
だから私を撃っても無駄ですよ。引き殺すこともできません。おとなしく質問に答えてください。あなたは人間ですか？
Maybe. Wow, the main character, at least I'm assuming this is the main character, very slim. Good lord. Really tall and slim.
あなたの名前を教えてください。
Tails? We'll go with that.
はーい。出身地はどこですか？
Somewhere... This game was made for the Vita and was directly ported without any improvements, so don't mind the low distance draw and the low FPS. They made him really buff on the remake. Really? I remember I was just talking about that when I started this, that the only stuff I really ever saw in this game was like these screenshots you showed comparing a few things of Reborn and the original. So they made him really buff. I'll definitely have to check out a lot of that when I get to doing a review. Sadly, I'm not familiar with the Middle Max universe, so I'm gonna go with somewhere. Oh no, the Japanese blood type thing. I'll go with what is blood type. Yeah, I remember the screenshots you showed me. It looks so aesthetically, ugh. And I don't even know what the gameplay's like in this, so, I mean, that was just aesthetics. I stabbed someone. Zoom in. Uh-oh. We're gonna do like some kind of little flashback scene, aren't we? So this was originally a Vita game, huh? This didn't come out in America on the Vita, did it? I don't remember hearing of a Vita version. So I'm assuming we didn't get that, yeah. Interesting. Well, I don't really like I always say, I'm not really like in the crowd that screams, "Oh my gosh, it's 30 frames! I'm going to lose my mind!" It's like, I just want it to mainly be consistent. 30 at a minimum and consistent. I understand sometimes it may drip a little of that. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, like when you go through like Blighttown, like in Dark Souls, yeah, that's... Yeah, I noticed that the Forest Desert Pan had a little slugging in it. Other than that, it wasn't that bad. Not anything that I'm gonna like go lose my mind over. Your mother was killed. She's dead. I'm assuming this is my father talking to me. He has a little bit more muscle, so if that's the father, but he's still pretty slim. But he has a little bit more buffiness to his upper chest. So I'm assuming that's why we're here then. Oh, okay, so that's where they got the tank.
手に入れておふくろさんの仇を討つんだ。
Oh no, it's a tale of vengeance. Yeah, I was gonna say the voice acting in like any of the voices, even in the music, are so fucking low to the like actual like music. It's really bizarrely balanced. So yeah, if I have control on that, I definitely want to do that because it does sound so low. I hate when games do that, but it happens. And there was no options on the main menu, so I have to wait for whenever it gives me control to do that. Which kind of sucks, but that's what happens when you don't have options on the main menu. You'll have to show me a picture of what the main character looks like in Reborn. Like, it just seems like a lot of needless work to, like, change him so much. Ooh, lots of different stuff here. Okay, let's look at what we got here. Oh my, you kidding me? That's all way on max? Fuck. See, now the problem here is, what we could do is turn the actual music down, and then turn the overall audio higher in OBS. So first, let's get. So let's turn it up a little louder from that. So let's try. How's that sound? That sound a little too loud. I'm gonna turn my TV up because I'm gonna have to also join the club on that. And then we'll try and see. We can try with. How's that seem? Yeah, this sounds like a lot more normal music going on here. Oh. How's that sound? Okay for now? Yeah, we can do further adjustments if necessary. Let's take a look at this screenshot here. I did not copy the link. Oh, that's why. It didn't copy the whole thing. Stupid thing. Windows, why are you garbage? Thank you. There we go. Let's see. Oh wow, they gave him a lot more weight in the middle. Like, not fat, but they likely... I mean, they, like, he looks so slim in this version, so yeah, they gave him a much more normal body build. I wouldn't necessarily say he's buff, just more like he's not a fucking toothpick. His arm is a lot thicker, too. It has a really weird shading look to it. So odd. Okay, we'll try that for now. And again, you know, if it sounds too loud or low, we can adjust it further. Yeah, because the voices did sound so fucking low. Also, how's the like menu stuff? Because there is a separate sound for that. Does that sound too loud? Sounds okay too? Okay, we'll leave that there for now. What the hell? Oh, you can... Oh, you can customize the menu. That's an interesting option. Tool bag, leave, move to top. Obtaining item settings, sorts, camera, menu, buttons. Oh, wait. Okay, auto one, that's good. Let's increase message speed just a little bit. It seemed a little bit slow. Combat mode. It's the usual tone-based actions. Enemy allies don't overlap, and all battle messages will be displayed. Each tone is in real time. Action messages and most important messages will be displayed. Each tone is in real time. No messages will be displayed. We'll leave that on all the normal for now. Okay, so it looks like there is a save point system. It looks like we will get a team. Yeah, like, looking at the picture and him, like, would leave at A for now. Let's be daring, though. That's kind of slow if that's supposed to be normal running. What the hell is that doing? Get off, tails don't whine. I'm not sure what... Like jitters his model when I hit it, though. I have no idea what that's doing, though. Ah. Turns auto one on. Oh. That kind of auto one. MMO style auto oneing. That's kind of weird to see. Like, when it said auto one, I thought it meant, like, I'm used to it being, like, you know, where you have to hold a button. You know, like in a lot of older RPGs where, you know, if you didn't hold a button, you'd be doing this, and you hold a button, do that. You know, that's what I thought it meant by auto winning. I didn't think it meant, like, an MMO. I don't think I've ever seen that as a thing in, like, a non-MMO before. That's actually really odd. Oh, yeah, that looks like Vita stuff, though. That looks very Vita, or PS3. Like, that doesn't look PS4 there at all. Oh no, it has a smiley face. Oh, that's so nice. It greeted me before it tried to murder me. How kind. This game is very quirky. This game looks very good on the Vita, though. Yeah, usually, with lesser graphical fidelity on small screens, you get away with more stuff. But, you know, we play all kinds of games here, so, you know, we're looking for fun and good stuff, you know. It doesn't necessarily have to look good. That's just an extra bonus. Encounter! Mid-Zapple. Hand of Revenge shoots electricity from left hand at the enemy if used often. The what? Is it just me or is the text actually off screen? Like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, it looks like that. Yeah, it looks like that on the stream too. What the fuck? It's off the screen. What the? Are you telling me? Oh my goodness! Are you fucking kidding? What? Please tell me this is just this and not gonna be a very common occurrence. That's awful! How do you do that? You make it go off. Who? This is at the beginning of the game too. It would be one thing to be like way later in the game, but it's literally at the beginning of the game. How do you miss that? That's okay. Like that's like crazy ridiculous. How do you fucking miss something like that at the beginning? My best guess Ooh, excuse me. My best guess would be that they didn't have a lot of options, maybe. Like, maybe there was something in the coding that wouldn't work, and they just said, ah, fuck it, we'll have to go with it. That is very weird. Anyway, enough belittling you. We got healing. Knives. Oh, it like throws damage back. After using the Hand of Revenge, be cautious of paralyzing counter that is displayed at the bottom right of the screen. When you accumulate 3 paralyzed counters, your body will be paralyzed and you will not be able to battle. Old NES JRPG problem. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, like, there's no way they couldn't have noticed that, considering it's the beginning of the game. Like, it had to be one of the most common things they've had to see multiple times. That, and I imagine it's a move you use throughout the entire game, so... So if we use it 3 times, we basically get paralyzed. New record, so it's gonna be one of those kind of things. Shouldn't robots be on our side if we're fighting monsters, though? Again, I'm not familiar with the Middle Max world, so... I'm still alive, motherfucker. Oh. But yeah, that's so weird to see on a modern game, though, to not be able to, like, because usually, my understanding how they usually do that kind of thing is they talk with the dev team to make modifications on that kind of thing. What they should have probably done is just add some spaces to move the text into view, but I don't know. Went away now. What? Oh no, Dark Souls won this shit. There's a lot to find in wounds. Some things might extend your life, some things might strengthen you. But you can't blame me for trying. So, I don't know if I have to, like, actually examine objects or anything, or whether we'll be finding, like, actual chests. Yeah, a lot of these assets are very Vita. Like, the main character looks fine for PS4. But yeah, a lot of the, like, these cars and stuff just scream it's breakable. Ooh, tank. Wow, when did they said the 20th century? So, are we considering the robot a monster? Acquire the tank. Please give it a name. Aw, we're gonna name it the Red Weave. Sure. You got a tank. Open the menu with the triangle button to board it. So you... Okay, so you can also interact with it that way. But they solely can go through things. Like, is my father's spirit talking to me or something during this? It's like, that good boy! You've made it! Well, you called it a machine. Trying to see if I can... Apparently I can't shoot it. Encounter! So you have a limit on rounds. Oh shit. So you can get a list of elemental stuff. That thing hits hard. I was gonna say, like, how many hits can this thing take? You look out my tank and just assume it's dead again. Yet conveniently, everything except for mid-area is still intact. Yeah, his arm is so much skinnier than that artwork you showed. I guess, like, he even has, like, a touch of, like, femininity to, like, his head. So I guess they just decided that it's like, okay, take the femininity away, make him more bulk, less skinny, and just man him up. You know, though, I have to ask, what brought on them doing such a radical change to the aesthetics, though? Here, I was about to say, look at all that pure emotion the model has. To kill everything. No, it should be like, to kill my bosses. Damn straight. He just walks away. What, the airship? Who the hell are they?
あなた、そこの義手の若者。私たち以外にもまだ生き残ってる人間がいたなんて。私はダヌンツよ。よろしくね。
ここに大きな生存者たちの町があると聞いてきた。
その町はモンスターどもの襲撃を受けて壊滅したわ。
Oh. Well, so much for that. And what the fuck is this place?
生き残ったのはこのアイアンベースと私たちだけ。100人以上の生存者たちがアイアンベースの周囲で暮らしてた。ほんの一月ほど前まではね。おお、こりゃまためっちゃゴージャスな車じゃの。見てみ、この砲塔のライン。あえて左右非対称な設計か。たまらん。確かにこいつがちゃんと動けばモンスターどもをバッタバッタとぶっ殺せそう
I
だ。
have to wonder, why did they make the tank red too? Because that seems like such an odd color.
わしはジンゴロー。アイアンベースの機器のメンテナンスを担当しとる。今後お前さんの戦車のことで何か問題が発生したらわしが相談に乗ってやるぞい。おい、ファイム、あれを持ってきてくれ。
Oh, so they're an actual person.
アイアンベースにようこそ。私は基地管理システムのエージェントアンドロイド。
Okay, so they're an android.
ポエムとお呼びください。今後あなたはアイアンベースで弾薬の補給や装備品のメンテナンスなどのサービスを受けることができます。だから思う存分その戦車で暴れ回って一匹でも多くのモンスターを退治してくださいね。失礼。あなたとあなたの戦車に追跡装置を取り付けさせていただきました。これで私たちはあなたの位置を追跡し、あなたがどんな戦いをするかモニタリングすることが可能になります。
アイアンベースはあなたに力を貸すわ。
Just like you backed backed up the town.
その協力の見返りとして周辺の様子を調べてきてほしい。かつてはあちこちに生存者たちのキャンプがあった。そこが今どうなってるか知りたいのよ。地図で言えばこの辺り。
Ooh. Tokyo Desert.
弾薬が尽きたり戦車装備が壊れたりしたらすぐに戻っておいでなさい。ひょっとするとお前さんがこの世で最後のモンスターハンターかもしれん。お手並み拝見じゃ。
So they don't have, no wonder they're so excited. They don't have anyone at the fucking base to do anything.
May the tank be
May
with
the
you.
tank, may the tank be with you. Da na 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 na. Like that. Final Monster Hunter. Investigate the survival camp. View your quest details and progress on the main menu.
です。こちらアイアンベースのポエムです。聞こえますか？通信チャンネルの微調整をしながら通信しています。 デストキオと呼ばれるこの土地はかつては東京と呼ばれ1000万もの人々が暮らす大都会で
So
した。
yeah, so this is where Tokyo used to be.
今のところ確認できている生存者はあなたを含めて4人だけですが、お願いした調査のためにデストキオを旅するときは画面左下のミニマップに注意してください。ペケのマークは旅の目的地を示し、白い四角のマークはそこに何かアイテムがあることを示しています。まずは白い四角マークの場所へ行き、アイテムを手に入れながらペケが示す目的地へ向かうといいでしょう。モンスターが出現した場合、三角マークがその居場所を教えてくれます。地図が判別しづらいときはミニマップを拡大表示に切り替えることもできるようですよ。できる限り車からは降りないようにしてくださいね。あなたに死なれると困ります
But
の
no
で。
kidding. So you do have other one with this as well. The shooting sign will warn you there are monsters nearby. The question is, does that consume ammo? See, it says I got 24 right now. No. It just gives me an auto one. So it has pots. Characteristics. Doesn't appear to have any kind of level system, so it looks like... Okay, it got a tech level. So it doesn't look like the tank has any kind of actual leveling system. Yeah, it did use ammo. So you do get EXP still. Hunter level 1 scent of prey. Antlers. Instantly sniffs out what kind of monsters will appear the area. Unmanned tank, level 5. We don't want to encounter the unmanned tank. Okay, so we don't have to get out to get chests. Now... how many item slots do we have, out of curiosity? I hope that ain't all we have, because that's gonna suck then. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. At least it didn't move. Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good forced encounter. Oh fuck, no. Chicken. Chicken. It's level 15. I'm level 6, damn it. I'm under leveled from the looks of it. Oh no. We're gonna have this kind of problem, aren't we? Oh my gosh. Fine. We'll fight then. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. Oh, we got level material used to manufacture parts in the world. Even monster parts available. So I'm assuming I use those to make stuff for the tank then. Okay. Well, that wasn't like I was really concerned it was gonna like blow the living shit out of me, considering it said it was level 15. I can't even see what the fuck that is. We got 16 shots left though. Chest somewhere here. What was that? Oh, that's the ant thing. So I'm assuming part of the idea is to sometimes get out of your tank and fight monsters to save ammo. This is a... That one you won? What? Just one away from it? I mean, I guess technically the ants ain't really proven to be... Oh, this is the desert hopper thing. Let's try that out. Oh, the shark. Oh, you mean that thing in the distance. Well, you know, this is a giant boat, actually. What the hell? I don't see any box unless I have to interact. So do enemies just not move? Or do you have to, like, get close to them to actually do some? I don't see a box or anyone to interact with. Huh. Unless I like have to do something specific. Well, that's pretty bizarre to see a PS. Like, I mean, like having random encounters is fine, but I mean, like, I wouldn't count this as random encounters. It's more like, here's a thing, interact with it, or just leave. Well, I don't know what's up with the item in this spot. Let's try going back to the base since we're like, I think 14 shots left of that. See how all that refueling and such looks. Oh. I mean, I wouldn't mind like actual random encounters. What I'm saying is this seems like, you know how like a lot of these remasters have been putting in modes to like turn off encounters and stuff? Like they did it with the Legend of Mana, Chrono Cross, the Pixel remasters have it too, 1 through 6. Where you can just turn off random encounters whenever you want. Like this feels like it's some kind of balance between, here's the fight appearing in the map, you can choose to engage it or not. Which, I mean, ain't necessarily bad, it's just weird. Like, you know, I don't mind it, I just probably have to get used to it. But speaking of which, is probably, how many shots do we have? Can we look somewhere to see? Story somewhere. Will make more sense when you find ladle enemies. But yeah, I don't mind. Ah, there. Okay, I can see it there. So I got 11 shots. Let's try some of the different battle things. So this is supposed to be, each turn is in real time. This is 100% turn based, and this is so let's try what real time is like then. Should probably just skip down that. That's interesting, you can just blow shit up, Earthbound style. Well, that's not Earthbound style, but yeah, you know what I mean, like, there's like a, you just go through combat quickly. You don't have to, like, fight weak monsters. I'm assuming that the ants are probably a bigger challenge for me on foot. Oh, apparently that's too weak now. How much do I got now? 9. Can I get the tank? So it's interesting, so it is basing the ability to blow it up on... Oh! Why did that one get to survive? So, shouldn't it be taking its turn now? Oh, they come in different... So you can meet different levels of that. I'm not usually used to that too often in JRPGs. Unless they're like MMOs and shit. So, where was the... Oh, each turn is in real time. So wait a minute, then how's it real time? I'm not sure I'm understanding the differences here. Enemies and allies don't overlap. Oh, so, like... I don't know. Maybe I need to have more enemies to get a bill. Everyone attacks at the same time. High-tech scrap. Yeah, so I need to like see. Okay, so we'll wait until we see like more enemies to see how that is. So what you're saying is like for example, like how Suikoden, like everyone would just kind of generally, unless they were like casting magic, they would just kind of all generally do all those shit at one time, versus like having it happen one person at a time. And then this is kind of like in a middle spot, I guess. Yeah, we'll have to experiment with more enemies then. I might go with A then, because I might want to make sure I'm processing. For now, we'll leave it on B, since that was the default. Let's go restock, see what all that's like. Yeah, that sounds kind of chaotic. Probably good for like level grinding, but transfer to main port. So I'm assuming that's outside. Only forbidden? An asshole. So, is restocking just free then? Okay, so apparently it's just free. Okay, that works for me. I can live with that. This game has a new game plus with lots of grind, so those options are... Yeah, I imagine like if I do end up doing like off-screen grinding, I'll probably use options like that. But yeah, like for probably new encounters and bosses, I probably would want it to be more like step-based. It kind of depends on what kind of special moves and things and status effects we're dealing with in this game. It's interesting how it shows the grid in a hexadem, like, because like hexagon tactics games were a big thing in older Japanese systems. Got a lot of different places to check out. Let's destroy the tank. They give us pots, and I imagine we're gonna want those for new things. Sniper. You can change the title. Finds the enemy's weakness and aims to exploit them. More likely to get a critical hit. Good morning, Dan. I got some other stuff though. How are you doing today? I'm gonna mess with ants. Should I try fighting an ant on foot? Is that even possible right now? I imagine it would. But oh, my SP is actually going up from moving. Wild battery 100. So let's see what happens when we get close. Okay, so once you get really close, it starts to encounter. So He just jumps out. Oh wow, he only did 4 damage. Wow. So I noticed there's a feeble thing. On exit. That's just so seamlessly odd. Oh. Oh my goodness, 10 damage! Holy crap! Wow, you do like virtually no damage right now. How much? There doesn't appear to be any option to see what kind of HP it has. Hey, we actually killed it. I was just kind of curious if we could actually kill it on foot. So yeah, things are still kind of hard right now then. It said there was an option to expand the view. Oh, there. Oh, that's all way expanded. So, can we bring up a larger map? Let's try going for one of them. Advanced Wars. What kind of Advanced Wars are you playing? Reboot Camp. This is that last one that came out where it's the apocalypse. I know that one's kind of went up in price these days too. Oh, I didn't mean to still be outside my day. I never heard of that one. Deviates from the original. No need to fight ants. So long as you don't go near them, you basically have complete free reign on what you... Like, I mean, that's an interesting option. And, like... To be fair, that's probably a lot more natural than the, like, ones they've been putting in, like, Legends of Mana, and the Pixel remasters where you just literally turn it off. So, I kind of have to say I think it's a little, like, more nicer. Plus, there's still a little bit, like, say, like, you're getting in a thin area, so you have to kind of debate, like, if you want to get near enemies or not, or try to get around them. Day of Ruins, that was the last Advance Wars. I got that I got a loose copy of that at a pawn shop for like $5 or $10. It wasn't much. But yeah, I hear it's pretty pricey now. A lot of DS and 3DS shit went up. There's been a lot, like... I gotta ask you, like, Pat, you know, I've been watching some videos about people talking about, like, a lot of the price increases. Like, do you feel like there'll be a game crash? It's been, like, a hot topic lately, like, should people start buying stuff before they go higher? Or do they feel like eventually everything's gonna get too crazy and they're just going to be like, yeah. You don't think so? Because I know a lot of people are like, just wait it out, it's gonna crash, shit's too unreasonable. And some stuff, it is, like, there's some stuff that is just batshit ridiculous. See, for this to be more strategic, they would need to make the multiple enemies to appeal. The fact that only one enemy appears just makes it really too easy. Yeah, because prices are all pretty fucking ridiculous for some shit. I mean, there's... I remember looking at some stuff and be like, oh, it's $100? Oh, that's too much. Now that you got shit that's like fucking 500 to 1,000, it's like, what? SE-18 missiles sent to the garage. Okay, so I'm assuming that's a tank item. I mean, it is ridiculous. Like, there's tons of in Pokemon games. The fact that so many Pokemon games are insane. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
ベスターポートのシグナルを見つけたら近づいてみてください。シグナルの座標を登録できれば遠く離れた場所からそこへ一瞬でベスタートラベルすることができるよう
Oh,
に。
fast travel. Sweet. That'll save ammo then. Where? What the fuck was that?
残っているのは砂と瓦礫だけ。生存者はいないようです。
サンズどもめに今度こそ生き残った人間を根絶やしにするつもりか。話せば長くなる。また今度ゆっくり説明してやるわい。モンスターの中でも人類にとって最悪の敵。今はそう覚えといてくれりゃいい。
ほんの数人の生存者が暮らす小さなキャンプだったんだけどね。
Mobile gaming is going to crash it. Honestly, I don't even know how mobile gaming hasn't crashed itself. Like, there's so many freemium crap and like it blow, like, if you had told me back in like early 2000s that people were gonna be easily addicted to garbage trash games that only sheepish, manipulative people would fucking religiously play, I would have called you insane. I would have called you insane because I had so much more faith in humanity. But here we are. It's just... I don't know how the fuck this happened. How... Like... And you know, I don't know if you've been paying attention lately. There's been a lot of mobile games shutting down. Big ones, small ones. Some that were trying to be too ambitious. Like Squire Enix shut down that Force Soldier thing that was a battle royale. And apparently there's also a Dragon Quest battle royale that I didn't even know existed actually, just because of the news about that. People are like, yeah, because Dragon Quest wins Bill. Like, I didn't even know that fucking existed. Like,
水量は激減してたけど、まだ水の枯れていない井戸があって。
So this is where they got the water supply in the area.
ここらを旅する者たちにとっては貴重な補給場所だったの。他のキャンプが心配だわ。急いで調査して。
Uh-oh. That's concerning.
レーダーに反応あり。大型の飛行物体が接近中。サンズかもしれません。
Wow, look at those helicopters. Oh, what the hell. I get they spin fast, but...
手配名称エステリバラ。 数に分類されている強敵です。
サンズが相手じゃ勝ち目は薄い。これまでか。
ウォンテッドされてるってことは、こいつを倒せば賞金をもらえるってことだ。
賞金ですか。
But
お待ちください。
she said 3,000 gold, you dumbass.
それはあくまで町があった頃の話で、アイアンベースがそのように報じた前提が私です。
おお、ハロータルワイ賞金くらい。アイアンベース始まって以来の大盤振る舞いだ。
そうね。それで人類滅亡が防げるなら賞金なんてお安いご用。
だから勝て。お前さんのその戦車でサンズをぶっ倒してみせろや。
Here we go. Boss time. Death deal.
今度は人類がお前らを狩る番だ。
So the tank's HP is the SP. That was the thing I was kind of trying to. So yeah. To be fair, there are some decent mobile games. Problem is the market is so. Yeah. Now I do want to say there are not. I'm not saying there aren't any good games on mobile. The two things I don't care about, obviously, ownership, because they're all digital. There's not really a DRM flea market for mobile games. And then compatibility is just a whole different shit bag if you even have DRM free mobile games. That's a whole nother problem now. Because you got phones that fucking whop themselves to death through updates and shit. So that's a whole nother problem. But obviously all that shit I don't like. So I tend not to care about mobile games. But then, of course, there's, like you said, an oversaturation of just tons of garbage and shit trying to get you to open your wallet. Now, like, Witch Spring 3 was originally a mobile game. Now, the Switch version I played was more upgraded. Still pretty simplistic looking, but I actually enjoyed that title. What was another title that was originally a mobile game that I liked? There's the Battle Cats I'm playing now, which is pretty weird. That one Kingdom Hearts game on the DS, I never played it, so I can't comment on it being any good, but I would imagine it's at least better than most of the crap on mobile. Four phones a month? What? I would have figured it'd be the other way around. Oh well. I'm not a phone person, so. Anyway. Oh, wow, that. Now, let's try the sniper thing. Quick. Lord. Oh no! Now, see, it says specifically HP, so there's no way of at least currently healing the tank. I think tablet gaming is much better than phone gaming. I mean, iPad Pro is more powerful than a lot of old systems. Shit. It has 0 HP. You can still shoot it though? Oh god. Somehow we... So my guess would be it would have started holding the actual killer. Humanity's last monster hunter. Infinity shots. Death Ray. A beam attack. There's a chance it'll be deflected, but it's almost never intercepted. Oh, just got a shit ton of money. Oh, I get you. That makes sense. Because there is that shield icon that shows up when we get hit.
Oh, yatta! Wakazome Sanzo Taoshota!
Apple releases 4 phones a year: the Standard, the Mini, the Pro, and the Max. Android has so many phone, but well, see, now I understand what you're talking about now. So the thing is with Android is it's basically the Linux of phones, but unlike Linux, it's widely used. So yeah, you have tons of companies that make use of it, and it's a lot more quote-unquote open-ended, hackable, and stuff and that. Well, Apple is not tenderly known for those things. Not that either one's a hugely great thing in the end. But I guess if you know how to hack a phone and that, I guess it can work out.
お見事でした。一旦アイアンベースに帰還してください。
So the thing I would have to ask, they said I can fast travel out to heal. Can I fast travel back to the base though? Honestly though,
アイアンベースは正式にあなたを基地居住者と認定しました。
yay, we're a resident now. I mean, personally though, wouldn't you rather have something that's hackable at this point? Because I mean, like the next decade, I'm gonna imagine shit for like the Wii, the Switch, the PS3, PS4, 360. Like and that's just considering the ones that had digital markets. You know, even like shit is going to become harder to access without having hacking, I imagine.
これからは基地に自由に出入りすることが可能になります。メニューの中から転送を選んでください。
Oh. Well, it doesn't let me select anything else. It's like, nope, you got it, you know.
Sans を倒すなんてやるじゃない。久しぶりにスカッとしたわ。アイアンベースの中にあなたの部屋を用意したから好きに使ってちょうだい。自慢じゃないけど、この世界にこれほど安全で清潔な場所はまあないわよね。一風呂浴びてさっぱりして、ふかふかのベッドで一休みしてらっしゃいな。
その間にお前さんの戦車はわしが責任を持って整備しといてやるわい。
Surprised these people are even still alive if they have no one to defend them.
なんてセクシーなんじゃお前さんは。また会えて嬉しいぞゴージャス。
お部屋に案内します。ついてきてください。
Uh-oh, somebody else. Disappointed they missed to call SONs of a... You know, that's something I actually was thinking when the old man said son of a bitches. Like, he said kill those son of a bitches, and I'm like, in my head, like, you know, because, I mean, they'll angle, the you know, it's SON, so, like, honestly, like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. Because that seems like something the old man would probably do. I think phones are different than game consoles when it comes. No, oh, I meant like technology in general, not just phones. Like I mean technology itself. Because I mean, we're getting to the point, you know, where the governments are trying to make us have electric cars in the future, where they're gonna make it's basically the only option is to get an electric car, which is gonna have more electric shit and more crap and companies controlling shit in your car. Like I feel like we're going to have like a big split at some point where there's just gonna be a big movement of people supporting being able to hack your devices so you can fucking play and use shit you should have actual rights to. But I'd say that'd be something over the next decade, probably. Nothing about phones is physical, so it isn't even an option. Plus, each new phone built off. And see, and like I said, that kind of stuff is the stuff that just makes me not care about mobile games. Is it sad that we've lost some interesting ones? Like, there was a Danganronpa mobile game. There was a Persona 3 side story about Igus that was on the mobile phone. That's just lost now. Nobody has any access to that. That's a whole side story about Igus that's just gone now because it was on older phones and shit. Like, I mean, it's sad stuff like that is just lost into the Ethernet. And of course, you have that Final Fantasy VII storyline thing that took place, like it was the prequels of prequels. But with the consoles, what I meant with the consoles, though, is in the next decade, you know, the PS3 and PS4 and shit are going to be considered the new relics. They're going to be the new retro to a new generation. Wow, though, I didn't even know all the Danganronpa. What about even Ultra Despair goals? I mean, I can see the other games being fitted on mobile, but I can't see, like, Ultra Despair goals working very well. Because, you know, that's more of a third-person shooter thing. But, eh. And then, of course, you have the newest one with the whole board game thing. That's on the Switch and PS4. Already, people have been like... I know we've had this conversation before, Danarchy. You have to think about the time, though. Like, the PS2's old now. Even before when we had this conversation before. But it's even older now. It's old, Dan. Like, to us, it might not be considered retro. But there's a whole, like... There's tons of people I've met, like, in VR chat that are, like, in their, like, 20s... that, you know, they grew up. The PS2 and the PS1 was their NESs and shit. It's old. And, like, you don't have to call it retro. That's fine. But it's retro to a lot of people. And that's why I say, like, in another decade, you know, the PS3, for most people, the PS3 probably is already considered retro. The PS4 will probably be joining that in like another decade. But what I'm saying is, like, all that's going to be old. And, like, who knows how long the PS3 store is going to be up. The PSP store is gone. They already tried to shut down the PS3 store and got massive blowback. Who's to say it ain't going to be thrown in the gutter here soon? Just delaying the inevitable. They're just probably all trying to think of how to do it. Oh, the server blew up from a fire. Oops. No Despair goals on mobile. NS? Ooh. Yeah, see, that's what I'm exactly saying, Pad. Like, you have to consider how much time has passed. Like, it's hard to say it's not. No, it's not. Anyway, let's move on.
彼は今日から私たちと一緒に暮らすことになった新しい仲間よ。
So young and so drunk.
くらいにしとけよ、キ。ここにある酒、一人で全部飲んじまう気か。
How much booze do they have here? I'm not old, you're old! I'm young forever! But yeah, it's... I mean, even now, like, considering, like, the fucking GameCube, even to some people, the Wii's fucking retro now. Like, some people, the fucking Wii is considered retro. Like, I mean, the Wii's only two consoles ago. You got the Switch, and then the Wii U. Like, fuck, even some people are calling DS retro. Like, I know what you mean, that it's weird to us, because, you know, that's not what we considered retro. We grew up in our, like, young adult lives with that stuff. Like, that's why I, like, feel like, to a lot of people, when they refer to retro, they usually referring to the stuff they grew up on as a kid in their young teenage lives, usually. And it's... I know it's hard, but it is old. The shit's old. It's really hard to continuously deny that they're not retro at this point. And it's just... It's gonna be so weird with the PS3 more and more going to be teetering into that. And, like, even the PS4. I mean, like, how many years into the PS5 lifespan are we now? Like, we're a few years into it now. Hasn't it at least been 2, if not 3? Not a very positive gent, is he? Oop, that was a weird lag though. That was associated with drunks. How much time was between a toy and the NES? Soft. I feel like there's a really horrible joke you can insert here right now. Who cares what's which for? We're all going to die. Oh, fuck! Yikes! I wasn't expecting that.
後を頼むわね。私は坊やを部屋に連れてって寝かしつけてくるから。
それがいい。ついでにベッドに縛り付けて酒が飲めんようにしとけ。ヨッキーは孤児でな。わしとダヌトが二人で育ててきた。
You see, the thing that makes that question really difficult is there was a point in time. So when Atari got sold, there was a point in time where Atari put the Atari 2600, the Atari, what did they call the middle one? The 5300? I think they called it. And then the Atari 7200? 7200? I can't... But there was a point in time when they got sold, and they put... In an attempt to make a bunch of money off unsold product, they re-released back stock that was just wadding around. And that moment was interesting, because correct me if I'm wrong, if I remember correctly, that's when Gremlins came out for the 7200, or was it the 5200? I can't remember which which I think it was a 5200 game. But there was this Gremlins game that didn't get its proper release. Like, when you look at the screen, the year of its making doesn't match out when it actually hit retail. Because Atari had the whole Crash thing. They sold the rights to all the shit. And then it got released with all 3 consoles trying to, like, make up some money and shit. So, like, do you count that? Like, it's an interesting question, to be fair, right? Like, do you count that as part of the equation? Do you go with the Crash?
町が壊滅してからはすっかりよう儚んで毎日あの調子じゃよ。あれでも機械をいじらせたら天才的な才能を持っとる。優秀なメカニックになれるはずじゃ。お前さんはわしらと違って年齢も近い。ヨッキーの友達になってやってくれるとありがたいんじゃな。
お部屋に案内します。ついてきてください。
Whole lot of empty space. This is just a couch.
一休みしてくるがいい。お前さんの戦車はわしがきっちりメンテしといてやる。
Yeah, I guess if you go between the release dates, but I mean, normally when you talk about the gap, you usually go by the discontinued date and the release date of the other console. Anyway, though, let's try to get on with some story. Well, more like the tutorial stuff. Huh. No wonder the fucking kid's drunk. Look at all this fucking alcohol they have. Like, why is it a title though? They have a lot of fucking alcohol. Actually, funnily enough, I'm gonna actually drink some tomorrow.
ここから個室エリアです。廊下に設置されている運動器具はいつでも使用可能です。このドアからお部屋に。
ヨッキーは寝ついたわ。派手に吹っ飛んだ割には怪我らしい怪我もしてなかったし。いいのよ、気にしないで。バカみたいに酔っ払ってたあの子が悪いんだから。これに懲りて少しは酒を控えてくれるといいんだけど。
そんなわけで、このドアがあなたの部屋の入り口です。どうぞごゆっくり。できることならお向かいさんと仲良くしてあげてくださいね。
No.
人間って隣人を愛するのがどうもいまいち苦手みたいですけど。
But you know, I was just thinking though, Pad, now that you told me that this was originally a Vita title, it makes a little bit more sense why they did the Rebirth a little bit more. Because I imagine a few years probably went by from it like this version coming onto the PS4 and then from the Rebirth. So I think what Rebirth was more like was trying to give it a more PS4 facelift. But I still agree, yeah, the aesthetics look fucking really Well, I'm saying that's probably like I need to see like a lot of comparison stuff, but I mean, I'm assuming that was supposed to be the idea, was supposed to give it more of a PS4 lift, but I don't know. I'd have to see a lot more. Like, I think like you originally showed me 3 pictures.
あの調子で飲んだくれてたらわしらより先に行っちまうぞ
And I don't even remember what those 3 pictures were. I think one of them was like of a dog. But yeah, like, I just never aesthetically, they look so different.
仕方ないわよ、ジンちゃん。生き残ったのは私たちだけでしょ。女の子が一人もいないんじゃ子供も作れないんだから。
確かにな。必死で生き延びたとしてもいずれ滅亡するだけか。
Oh no. The hell are we talking about? Hopefully we don't find female party members, or there's gonna be, whoa, there's gonna be some heavy, conversations though. Well, this is on the PS4, but Pad said this was originally, this is based on the Vita version. Kind of like how The Hero Must Die, that was also a Vita game put on the PS4. Making a sequel, huh? How many Middle Max games are there? I mean, there are about like 5 of them. I believe the PS2 one was the first time America got one.